Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Chris here from TW Gaze, and today you find me in Rishangles at Church Cottage. Church Cottage is a small semi-detached 2-bedroom project for anyone that is looking for, excuse the expression, a blank canvas to really sort of renovate and update their property to create their own. Now, for those that don't know, Rishangles is a small village near Thorndon, which is just south of Eye in Suffolk. Thorndon's got a lovely pub. Eye's got your sort of little shops, bakery, for your pint of milk, loaf of bread, co-op, that sort of thing. And then a little further afield is Dis, where you have your multinational supermarkets, train station to London Liverpool Street and so on. Now, full disclosure here before we go in, this is a project. This is by far and away a finished article. There is a bit of work here to be done, but quite a bit of scope, I think, for an extension, general updating and improvement to really create your sort of countryside cottage that you dream of. But to start off with, I'll just give you a quick pan of the outside. So that's the driveway currently. So I think there's scope here to improve or extend that, because there's quite a bit of front garden, as you can see here. And as we move down the path, I'll just quickly show you as well, there's even quite a bit behind all those shrubs. So if they were to sort of come back, be thinned out, there's still quite a bit of front garden back there. So if you did want to create sort of maybe a sweeping driveway to a cart lodge or garage, obviously subject to necessary planning approval, that sort of thing, I think there is room here to do that. But now I'll show you the inside. So again, just a reminder, we are not going into a finished property by any stretch. But there's quite a bit of scope here. Lovely original door, which we'll go through. Right, so here we are into the living room. Quite low ceilings at the minute. Original beams at the ceiling, fireplace there. And we'll go through into the kitchen. Now you will start to understand where I was coming from when I said this is not a finished property at all, but good scope to improve, extend, which I'll show you in a minute. So those 2 rooms were part of the original property. We're now going into sort of an extension that was done maybe sort of 15, 20 years ago, I would say. This used to be an office, but it's a sort of a timber frame clad structure. To be honest, I think it's probably worth coming down totally and rebuilding as part of the extension. And it goes into your ground floor bathroom. Nice suite that really dates this bathroom here. But then we'll go back through the ground floor again. This door here goes around to the rear garden. I'll take you around there shortly and show you my sort of thoughts of what could be done here. And I go back through, just recapping the kitchen, living space, and up to the staircase. Now, quite a narrow staircase. I'm not sure how I'm going to cope filming and going up these at the same time, so please excuse any shaky camera work. I'll come up to the landing. 2 bedrooms on the first floor. This is the biggest of the 2. Window there. Back out to the landing. Small cupboard just here. And the smallest bedroom of the 2 on the first floor. Nice feature with the beams. Very typical of his age. I'll go back down and we'll proceed to the rear garden. Please excuse the dull day. The weather didn't get the memo that I was filming this today. So I'll just widen this view up to give you an idea of the amount of space on the side. So this is where I really think there's the potential to extend out to the side here. The boundary of the property runs along there to my right. So you can see that there's a few meters of area to extend into. The kitchen is located on this side of the property. So I think potentially, again, I'm going to caveat this subject to the necessary planning consent, but if you were to extend out to the right here, leaving yourself access to your rear garden along the side through a path, a garden path, that sort of thing, and maybe even to the front here, because there is quite a bit of space to the front of the property. I think you could create sort of extended dining kitchen area, maybe extension to the living room, remove the wooden clad extension to the rear, which I think probably gets pretty chilly in the winter, which is this area here. I think it's just beneficial to come down now. I don't think it's really fit for purpose anymore. But we come through to the rear. There's a large shed here. There's a small courtyard area actually just immediately behind the property, which is here. I mean, maybe this is a space that could be incorporated into the extension, or maybe made a bit more into a feature. You could have some patio doors on this wall here, maybe opening out from the living room or your kitchen. Create a nice little sort of sun trap courtyard area. And then we'll go round, still going, there's still quite a bit of space here, into what is at the minute, quite an overgrown garden. And you can't really get a good idea of the amount of space available, but it really does go quite some way back. So it goes right to the end there, all the way behind these trees. There's quite a bit of area there to be expanded into once it was cut back. I am told this was once a very nice vegetable patch, formal lawns, formal garden when this was in its heyday, but it's far from that now. But there is definitely scope here. I'll take you back. Through. Now this property is going to be sold via our DIS office, so please feel free, if you want to arrange a viewing, to get in touch, or if you have any questions or if you need any more information, then please feel free to get in touch with either myself or one of my residential sales team. 01379 641 341. And we look forward to seeing you here. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.